first with Johnson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got Snead. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, it's Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Everson Griffin able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Sheldon Rankins. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down, Mahomes. On the screen, Bernard. Finding some room at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a toss play to Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Toss, Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Landry, agile footwork. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Bernard. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
A first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play action now. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Bruton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Jameis on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Winston. Caught right side, it's Snead. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He uncorks it for Snead. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's It's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Mahomes now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Again, here's Bernard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Fasano here brings it in. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Mahomes now on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And it'll make this a second and long. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down again. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that'll bring up a third down and very long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He'll let it fly in the direction, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. From the gun, Winston, escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Yeah. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Charles Johnson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep now for... And now here is another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Bernard. And running with power here, the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Now let's go.
Now Bernard trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Set. Blue 90.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jameis to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Defense showing blitz.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green, 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Out out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now here's Mahomes, and it's complete. Hooper. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Oh, now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Winston to throw. And he's got Snead. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.